Okay guys, my name is Shelby Lampkin. I am your college algebra instructor. This semester you're taking this course through Southern Arkansas University. I'm an adjunct instructor there. This course is online, so you will be doing all of your coursework online except for a midterm and a final, which will be paper and pencil at your school. I wanted to start with my contact information. If you have questions or need to ask me something, I want you to be sure that you can get in touch with me if you need to. You may have received an email from me. I sent it to your MuleWriter email account. You have a MuleWriter email account, and you'll be getting information that way, or I sent it to your proctor at your high school and they shared it with you. If neither of those things have happened, email me at this email address and I'll send the information to you. In that email, you will find several items that I'm going to talk about today. The first that you find is your syllabus. Read through your syllabus. I know a lot of it is university policy, but in here you'll find your grading scale, what's expected of you, and things of that nature. So read through that so that you know what you are expected to do. You'll find a hints sheet, and on there it's going to tell you a lot of things about the program. The program we use is called MyMathLab. It's built by Pearson. Pearson is a book company. They built the program to go along with their textbook. It's a wonderful program. This gives you some inside information as to some things that they're going to expect. You'll find a welcome letter, and it will have in there information that you need to know about this course. This is the instructor code. This is not the access code. The access code is a big, long, several-digit code, and I'm going to show you one that someone else has used. Don't try to use this code, okay? That's what it looks like. Don't try to use that one. That one's an old one. It won't work anymore. But when they ask for an access code, that's what they want. When they ask for a course ID, this is what they want. So want to be sure you get that straight. You're going to need that number, and you will get one of these maybe from your school. Maybe SAU will send you one. You'll buy one at the bookstore, or your school will have them. If not, then when you go to that website, there'll be a place for you to enter a credit card number. So be sure you ask the people at your high school how to handle that part. I don't want you to spend your own money if your school is providing those codes for you. The email that you will receive from me will have a calendar in there, broken it down and given you dates. These are the due dates for your assignments. Pay attention to that. I've changed one. It said August 30th, but you guys aren't quite enrolled yet, so I'm going to push that back and let all of Chapter 4 be due on the 8th of September. Don't let yourself get behind, okay? Be diligent about doing your work and staying on task. You will have homework and practice test. The practice test is a homework grade, and then you will have tests for this chapter. Your test for this chapter, it has a 2-hour time limit. The homework and practice tests don't have any time limit. When you start your test, be sure you have 2 hours. Doesn't have to take 2 hours, but you have that long. You also have 2 testing opportunities. You take the first one, you make an 80. You take the second one, you make a 90. You get the higher score, so be aware of that. Midterm and final are paper and pencil. They're going to be taken at your school. This is my tentative testing window. We may adjust that. If something's going on at your school, we may move it forward, we may move it backward. I can work with you on those things if we need to. I will also be sending you emails of information that looks like this. If you were in my classroom and we were working this is what I would do, and I would write out these notes and the kids would write notes, and so I'm sending you copies of that. I want you to have as much information as you can. Be sure and read those. You'll find helpful hints in there. You'll also find this. These are word problems, and these are where I've worked them out. So those things are coming in an email. Be sure you read this. Sometimes the things you find in here really make your life a whole lot easier. In the program, you're going to look under the lectures button, and you'll find typed out notes for each chapter. You can print these, and I suggest that you do. And you will have them in case you need to reference them as you're working your homework. Okay, I'm going to try to get this to where you guys can see what I'm doing. If I were going to go online and I was going to go to the website that says, and I'm looking right here on this piece of paper, CourseCompass.com. I'm going to go in my search bar, www.CourseCompass.com, and you are probably going to need to, I'm going to try to get this so you guys can see it, to go over here to student where you'd register and start there, and it'll walk you through and it'll tell you what you need to do and what to enter and those kind of things. When you go in every day to your course, you're going to click and it's going to look like this, and you're probably only going to have one course on there which is going to say college algebra. You're going to click on it and it's going to bring you to this page, and I want you to pay attention to the tabs that are on the left and the helpful things that you find here. It's going to give you your due date here. It's going to give you a sliding calendar. The first button says announcements. Under announcements, you're going to find a welcome letter. There's a picture of the textbook, but remember what I said, you don't have to purchase a real textbook because you have a digital copy in this program. Orientation. Here, you need to read this. There's another copy of the syllabus. It's the same syllabus that you have in your email, and it helps give you some guidelines as to what's expected. Lectures. And here, this is where you're going to find the notes. You're going to click on chapter notes. It's going to bring up a PDF file, and you'll be able to print those out and put them in your folder. There are also videos of each lesson. You'll either find a video here. What's here, the ones you find here, are the ones I've made. If I'm teaching this lesson to a group of students, this is what I would put under the document camera and what I would say and what I would write. And it's certainly not a professional piece of video, but I hope it's helpful to you. So these are the things you're going to find under lectures, and I'll be adding to this as we go. Then you have the due homework. And here are all your homework assignments, and it gives you their due date. And your practice tests are located in here too. They're a homework assignment. Your tests are located under a different tab. But when you click on do a homework problem, gives you the assignment for this lesson. There's about 10 questions here, and you just start with number 1. And it pulls the question up, and it gives you the answer choices. This is a very useful button right here. It says question help, and it can help you solve this. If it helps you solve this actual question, then it'll give you a different question for you to work. You can click view an example. If you click view an example, it'll pop up a screen and show you how to work this problem using a different example. You can click video, and it'll take you to a video that Pearson has produced that I'm sure is of high quality, and it's probably a lot easier for you to see than the ones that I just made in my classroom. But it goes right along with the textbook, so you can watch that video. My videos are just what really would happen in a normal classroom. Textbook. It's going to take you to your digital copy of your textbook and show you the examples and the logic and the reasoning behind that. Ask my instructor. It's going to give you an opportunity to email me with the particular question. I'll respond to you as quickly as possible. You can also print this, and if you choose to print this assignment, I think it'll ask you if you want to print all the homeworks for the whole section. You have that option. You can do that. You can print the homeworks, and you can print the practice test, and you can put them in a notebook, and you can look back through that as you're taking your actual test. The only time that you can't have access to your notes and homework is when you're taking the midterm and the final. Testing procedures are covered here. It gives you exactly what to do there. Take a test. Once you click on take a test, make sure you have 120 minutes or 2 hours of uninterrupted time. You can't stop it and come back to it. You have a time limit. You have 2 opportunities. It says attempts. You have 2 opportunities to take these tests, and I'll take the highest of the 2 scores. grade book,